My name is Marino. I'm from the Twin Cities. I went to Marquette University in Milwaukee as an undergraduate, and I chose Northeastern for a couple of reasons. Kind of first and foremost because I felt like there were just a tremendous amount of professional opportunities here for me to kind of grow and develop. And in the past, I found that my best growth as a journalist comes when I have a hands-on opportunity, whether that be an internship or kind of a cooperative learning type situation. And obviously Northeastern's a very prominent school in that regard. There are a lot of just tremendous opportunities, I think, working with the Boston Globe, working with Boston.com, working with the Boston Herald, places that I certainly couldn't go knock on the door and say, hey, let me write for you. But through Northeastern, I've been able to kind of cultivate those connections, and I'm very excited about moving forward with that. I also just found the faculty here to have just a tremendous range of experience that I don't think I would find anywhere else. I don't think I could go anywhere else and find members of the Globe team that worked to break the Catholic Church sex abuse story. I don't think I could go anywhere else and find people who have got the Wall Street Journal. I'm on the professional track. I would say I'm a print journalist, but my suspicion is that when all is said and done, I'm not sure that what I write will end up being in print, but I would certainly like to write and report news as a career. Whatever medium that will take, I don't know. I don't think any of us are too sure about that right now. But certainly, writing and reporting is where I'd like to end up. What really stands out here in the time I've been here has been the chance I've had to work with just a couple of faculty members who have really been through the fire, who have really kind of seen it all and done it all, and who fortunately are now in a position to pass that on, but they're also still active in their professions, and that's what I appreciate. I'm taking an investigative reporting seminar, and the professor there, he did some really high-level work with the Boston Globe, with some big national stories they've done, and that's very exciting. But it's also very exciting that he's still doing it, and he'll still call up the Globe, he'll still get tips on investigative stories he should be looking into, and I think that's very exciting, to work with people who you don't feel like they've been passed over. You don't feel like they're out of the game. They're still very much in the game, and that's exciting. You hear about so many stories that changed the world, is a kind of a lofty phrase, but that made a significant impact on the world around them. You hear about reporters who just through their own kind of elbow grease and sweat dug something up and they put it out there. And it was, in doing so, they performed a tremendous public service. I always knew I liked to write. That was always kind of my thing. And when I got to college, I thought I wanted to study English, as so many people who like to write do. And then it kind of occurred to me that I also wanted to do something, to pursue something where there was actually kind of a career outcome at the end. And so I just kind of chanced into journalism. I thought I'll give this a try. I went down to the office of the campus newspaper, and I was this scared little freshman. I asked the editor, is there anything I could cover as kind of a stringer? And she sent me this speech, and I was terrified the whole time. I tried to write every single word down, and I came back and I sat down in front of a computer and I stared at the screen for about 45 minutes because I didn't know how to write a lead. And she kind of came up behind me. She said, "Is everything okay?" And I said, "Yeah, it's okay." But once I banged out that story and kind of put that on paper, there was just this rush that was associated with it when I saw my name in the paper the next day. And this wasn't an important story by any stretch of the imagination, but it was mine. And that sense of ownership and creation of something that was out there for public consumption, that was a rush for me, and that remains a rush for me to this day. I still get a kick out of a byline. I still get a thrill out of someone saying, "Hey, I saw you in the paper," and kind of talking about the process I went through, reporting and writing that story. It's addictive, but in a good way, I think.